The old saying goes that been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and thanks to Wayne Morgan and the Iowa Corn Belt Oliver Collectors, I did get the t-shirt at this show in Forest City, Iowa. Wayne, tell us a little bit about the summer show for the Oliver Collectors all across the nation.
Yes, this is a national show. This is the 33rd annual national show for HPOCA. We're sitting here at Forest City, Iowa. It's been a beautiful week. Beautiful grounds. We've got somewhere right at the 175 to 200 tractors and implements here. We've had a wonderful turnout, so it's been real fun.
Yeah, I think you're pushing real close to 200 Hart Parr and Oliver tractors, and really a big variety up in the field.
Yes, there is. I think there's only one make that we haven't found that's here, so we're happy.
What is it about Oliver and Hart Parr tractors that kind of brings people together?
Well, the collecting part, Oliver was so far ahead of all the other companies when they started out. Back in 35, they started having the 6-cylinder power. It took John Deere and International to 1960 before they hit the 6-cylinder power. They had some of the first ones that had live power, live hydraulics, live PTO. So there's just a lot of firsts that made Oliver a really desirable tractor to have in your collection.
But not every idea Oliver had was a home run, right?
That's right.
Let's talk about the 880 that you've just recently added to your collection.
Yeah, these are ones that they made for 1 week at Charles City. When 1958, when Oliver introduced the 880 and the 770, they both came out with the same frame, the same tin work on them. And the farmers were having a hard time designating between which one they were looking at. So one of the engineers in Charles City sold the manufacturers up there on the idea that if they painted one a mist green pastel color, that it would appear larger in stature. And
somebody let him get away with that,
yeah.
Huh?
So they started making them on January 23rd of 1959, which was a Friday. Saturday and Sunday, they were closed for the weekend. They went back into production on Monday, the 26th. They made them 26th, the 27th, 28th, and on the 29th of January, which was a Thursday, they made them that day, Friday. They went on strike for almost 6 weeks. In that 6 weeks period, they had a chance to get them out to some of the dealers, and the farmers just went like, where's my tractor? What did you guys do to it? And they just refused to buy them. So most of them got repainted. There are a handful of people who are lucky enough to have the original ones, but they're not that common to have an original one. As far as I know, talking to one of the gentlemen in our club that's kind of been running a registry on them, they have found or have been recorded somewhere in the 65 to 70 of them that have been found and documented.
And yours is a real mist green 880, one of just 249 that were ever built.
Right. That's one nice thing about Oliver. You can find out any information on an Oliver tractor that you want to know. With your serial number, they can tell you everything that was put on that tractor from the factory. So it's really good to keep track of things like this. It tell right on the build card that this was a mist green one, and so people can complain or they can't argue with you that it's not one.
And of course, farmers back in 1959 wanted a meadow green 880, but today this is a pretty prized piece to have, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Like I said, there's only about 65 of them out there, and they are a very nice addition to anyone's collection.
And this one came into your collection just not so long ago. Tell us a little bit about why you felt strongly about making this part of what you have.
Well, I purchased this at an auction about less than a year ago, probably in July of 21. One of our club members passed away, and he had it. And when they had it up on his estate sale, my sister and I, which we kind of are in a partnership with the tractors, thought that we wanted to keep this particular tractor in the club. And so we got together and we were fortunate enough to get the job done buying it.
Yeah, a nice legacy.
Yeah, and the lady that we bought it from, she's very happy that we got it here to the show today. We had it on one of the people haulers here yesterday, and it was almost a tear in her eye when she seen it driving by. So
yeah, there's a lot of emotion attached to these old machines, isn't there?
There sure is.
Yeah. And this is by far not the only Oliver tractor in your collection, is it?
No, I believe there might be, I hate to tell this with my wife here, but I think there are about 14 or so in our shed.
And you and the rest of your Iowa Corn Belt Oliver collectors have done an outstanding job making everybody feel welcome here in North Iowa.
Well, thank you for that. We appreciate everybody and appreciate watching your show and glad to have you guys here.
All right, Wayne Morgan from Lone Tree, Iowa. He's got a mist green Oliver 880. He's got a purple Oliver and a bunch of meadow green, keeping that family tradition going strong.
Right.
Hey, thanks for catching Classic Tractor Fever. If you'd like to see more Oliver tractors, be sure to check out these other great stories. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep our Oliver tractor stories rolling.